Bro, this gets doubled. There is a chance. There is legit a chance. We kill this. Please, Odins, save me. Come on, Kefka is just way too good. We have to go for this play. Look at this, man. We definitely need to go into Lost and try to get Kefka. Oh, that's nice. I mean, they cannot sacrifice it anyway. Okay, I kinda gave away that we have instant removal, but that shouldn't be the case. Shouldn't be the problem. Now I will take the damage to mask it. So that was a bit of a blunder. I should pass turn immediately so they don't see removal, and then they would play maybe another creature. This could be some flash strategy. Generally, mono white isn't very well known for dealing tons of damage at instant speed, you know, so generally you can go lower than normally. Very bad draw, you know, another one of those, but we are getting into the 4 mana territory, and they don't run blue, so that means activated. Oh my god, I thought this is the other dragon that prevents Kefka from triggering, and I would be like, are you serious? Alright, this is fine. This is fine. All of those are triggered abilities. Virtue is really nice. I think we'll take Goben too. Yeah, this should be nice. This should be nice. Alright, guys. Now we are gaming. We won't be able to haste anything because of authority, but our deck is not like mono red. We don't care about it super much. Oh, you are a mean person and you know it. Oh, you're just not enjoying that others can have fun, huh? Alright. This is pretty bad turn to go for Virtue, to be honest. You know what we will do? We'll play another. I'm crazy just like this. I will play 2 Saga enchantments in a row. Oh, I want those cards so hard. I'm not sure. Oh, well, no. Authority. Stop, Sloth. Stop. You cannot be so greedy. I nearly did it, man. Man, imagine my surprise if I took it. And then it turns out, of course, they will kill it. We've got some expert enchantment removal deck, it seems. But they're... Oh, we got the emblem. They kind of... I think they wanted to be greedy and wait for removal, but now we got the emblem, which is kind of insanely massive. Okay, we can play this. We activate the Verges. I guess they are. And now we can get either Kefka or Flim and Goben and then go for Virtue on top of it. I mean, come on. Kefka is just way too good. We have to go for this play. Look at this, man. We can discard maybe a land first? No, they will discard. You know what? We're going Goben. Because I don't think they will discard a creature here. I think this will be a land. Okay, that was interesting. And now we go for a land that hurts us. Okay. Man, we got so much stuff. And Shore Up? Bro, this might actually... Bro, see? Single Kefka, doubled, completely destroys their hand, refills ours, and that was all with authority. Normally it could be even better with Siege, because we also attack and trigger all of this again for 4 cards discard. You will love it. So our opponent is playing Channeler. Amazing. The brand new strategy of spamming 1 and 2 drops until one of the opponents dies. Wow, I've never seen this one before. So of course we have to kill it. They put the counters on something else, but at least it doesn't grow anymore. We can swing. You can put counters here, don't you worry. This will be hard. We need to hit some removal, but Goben is absolutely amazing at it. Okay, if we are against this deck with this opening, I'm sorry. It's for a different game. By the way, that's why you only play 1, because it's very, very hard. Let's go for the Sewers. Okay, we just need to hit removal for this, and we kind of disabled a lot of their stuff. And guys, we have sweepers in this deck, so even if things go out of control, like we can do stuff. And Goben needs to do a lot because we need to hit the right cards. Okay, so we need to hit a sweeper, and we should be absolutely fine. All right, they will do a lot of cards. Not a sweeper. Goben, please, save me, bro. We have 4 off. Well, not good enough. We'll keep cycling then. Probably play this guy. They have a lot... Bro, they have only flyers. Legit only flyers. But with this we can also find extra cards on the next turn. And on this turn, I guess, let's go with Theater. We probably go with False, because it surveils. We are in search mode, man. We can take one turn of hits, but on the second turn we need to start doing stuff. And as you can see, they are doing a lot of cards. Fortunately, at least 2 of those were lands. So that will stop them a little bit in their tracks. Obviously, we are kind of working on the hardest, draw, because we have Sweeper. So if you play a single Sweeper here, they have nothing. And also they didn't draw 2 cards. So basically they would draw 2 lands in a row, which would kind of cost them the full turn. And yeah, then you can very easily win, go with Odin. And as you can already tell, the Siege gives everything haste and trample and +1. And that means that Odin, you play it, you destroy a creature, you swing instantly, and then you go chapter 2 and you have trample. So that's kind of wild. Alright, that's good. Man, I need one good draw, and we should be absolutely fine. We play Verge, because it's untapped. Guys, please. We draw 2 cards. We have 4 of them in the... Yes. Yes! This is how we play, man. Alright, so we need to discard something. I kind of like the stock up. You know what? At this point, I think we can live without Siege. We already have set up the board. And I mean, it will die anyway. Goben. I'll take it. I think I'll take it. Let's go. Let's go. Our opponent has only 2 cards, so this should... Oh, yes, we are getting to the good stuff. 1, and we need to discard something for 4. Well, do we go for this and try to hit different? I really want to keep Odin, so I think that's the play. Let's go. Let's go. If our opponent didn't have this 4-drop, we could keep Emet, but here we are kind of forced to sweep everything, which is fine. Like, we got really good trade, and finally they are stopped. We're at 10, so we need to, switch the game plan quickly. And I'm starting to regret getting rid of the Siege, because there is a chance we play this on empty board, and then we need trample to finish them, but we probably get removal, so we can clear the board anyway. Alright, here's the case. They're preparing for stuff. We could also go Fleam, but I think stock up is a little bit better. Alright, guys. Oh, man. We definitely take this. And you know what? I think we also go this. They cannot beat us if we have 2 removal spells. And that means no Goben on this turn. We could, because this is only, what, 3 damage? They cannot deal the rest. They might play this bad cleric that deals damage. Ooh, that will be a problem. Okay, I will keep removal, because I don't really want to get hit again with this. And they should be really low on creatures, especially the good creatures. They seem to be playing a lot of offspring stuff, so I think they have this bad cleric. And they probably play a lot of augurs. But so far, so good. And now we have juicy removal. Let's go. Guys, we are doing it. And this is just a fraction of power of this deck. Like, Livegain is one of the best decks right now. So we could go Fleam Goben, or just Odin. Come on. Come on! We need to be greedy. How long it was since you've seen an Odin instant lethal? They need a blocker and we can remove it. They need second blocker and then they can, stay alive for a turn maybe. And then we play Goben Fleam. So this should be nice. Alright. They cannot offspring this. Oh, they need to... Are you... Oh, I hate my life right now. This is the only one creature that can hit removal while also defending. But we are getting it back. We are getting it back. Joke? Psych! Oh, I wish to have some trample in my life, thank you. Good at magic. Yeah, you can block, bro. You can see how ridiculously cool this deck is. And guys, this was not even the main strategy. This is just an accidental win. So let's go to the other. It's crazy how good the mana base right now is. And I didn't even go all in because we could pay life to get this multiverse passage or whatever the name is. We want to kill this guy. And our mana would be even better, but we just don't care as much. So yeah, this is crazy. And guys, I was just thinking about stuff, and I just want to say, you know, an honest, huge thank you to all of you watching daily, you know, just supporting the channel and just being a bro. It's so appreciated. You know, when you make this content, it honestly is like the best part of making those videos, that, you know, you can see those comments, you guys are enjoying it, and, you know, the reality is that the channel is about you, so it makes me happy that those videos make your day a little bit better. You know, I'm also watching, you know, different channels, also outside of Magic, and everyone has those channels that when you have a rough day, you just watch the video and you are happy. And I'm so happy that maybe you can do it with this channel, you know, a little bit, so that means a lot to me, so yeah. Thank you, and also I'm so happy that we're enjoying it. So what are we doing here? Our opponent is playing Roots deck. I think we need to go a little bit hard on card advantage, so we can get all those juicy lands. You know that when I have one land, I don't feel like super like great. But when I draw 2 more lands, so I can not play them on the next turn, it just makes me feel alive, you know? Oh, this was the worst draw ever. Our opponent is also a little bit struggling. They have 2 roots in the graveyard. The new versions of roots usually have multiple ways to find the roots from the graveyard, usually with Reclaimer. So it's not as big of a deal as it once was. But we need to start going a little bit crazy. I hope they don't have removal for Kefka, and then we can start oh man, it had to be on this turn, huh? Bro, this is our Kefka turn. Do we already get Kefka? This is 1 turn too late, man. I don't think we can give them full turn, man. I think we need to start being a little bit aggressive and defend a little bit, stuff like this. We'll just play another Kefka later. Let's go, let's go. What do you think they will discard? If they have a land, it's probably a land. We want to keep I still think we will go with a tap land. I'm not discarding this. This is such a cool card. I think we'll draw 1 because they will discard a land. No? Okay, amazing. Bro, we can go for Impostor Syndrome and we'll make another Kefka? Okay, we basically need to butcher their hand before they go crazy. They're going a little bit crazy. We need double virtue for this guy. We need double virtue for this guy. But they're not able to attack yet. Man, the card advantage is terrifying. Normally we can kill a creature, but you know, this one has a little bit of, you know, it feels a little bit godly and a little bit indestructible-ish, and that's a little bit of a problem. Alright, at least they are tapped. Stop playing spells. They can draw 1 more. So that means we need to start pushing damage before they lifelink. They're paying life for those cards, so they will be a little bit more vulnerable than usually, but it's not like the biggest deal, so still freaking scary, man. Man, every card is 1 turn too late. Like, we wanted this exactly before. I think we go for this Impostor Syndrome. Because Kefka is kinda sus. Have you ever seen this card trigger? Well, now you did. Now you did. Oh, thank you, man. See, this is freaking magic. I think we go Goben. They probably won't discard a card. Sorry, a creature. But maybe. It's a creature. It's fine. And now we get another one, and it enters the battlefield, which is kind of massive. I think this... Man, stock up is too slow. We won't have time for stock up. And this is Sorcerer, they probably won't... This will draw us 2 cards. Ketramos is the only problem. Like, in 2 turns, we are getting them to 0 cards, probably. But still... Oh no, not this. Oh, this will be bad. Scout the city. Alright, this is okay because it's 2 mana. This is one of the most expensive plays they have in the deck, by the way. Oh man. This will be hard. We can get them to 0 cards on the bright side, but What about the rest? The Ketramos activation will be the huge point of the game. Maybe we can go Siege. Get some trample action maybe. Maybe Odin is our way out? I don't know. The problem is that they can create those plant tokens, and right now they are manageable, but soon there will be a 15-16 tokens, and then there will be a bit of a problem there. We can kill one, but that's it. Don't forget, we can get rid of 2 cards, maybe even 3 if we are brave to play the third Kefka, but we probably won't. Removal is okay, I think. We can get them to 0 cards. They cannot exile the graveyard. I think we go all in, guys. Now the question about the Siege. I kinda want to go for this into removal. Trample is nice, but it's not amazing. I think we have to go for it, guys. We also draw a ton of cards. So... Oh, I don't want to I think we go for the Siege, man. Because we'll draw something else. And hopefully we get 2 cards and we get good material for discarding. Yeah. So you can see if that wasn't Roots that literally can play the whole game with 0 cards in the hand, we would be completely taking over right now. But we still are not there. I hope for double blocks, man. I love it. This is perfect. We got double removal here. Okay, this is good. This is good, guys. I think then we played this. I made a mistake. I made a huge mistake. Oh no. What I needed to do is shoot the sheriff twice. That was the play. I messed up, guys. Alright, still, that being said, we can get stuff done. I think it's Goben. Stock up is so good, but I think we draw cards with Kefka. Goben is good because it is unblockable. So we go Emet. It can do against... Then this is such a problem. I messed up. Because with this they can exile cards and draw cards and go crazy. I messed up, guys. Getting rid of those would potentially break their whole engine for this turn. If this draw was bad, they would not be able to draw any cards, activate Ketramos. So even though this play is amazing, the play of please don't make your deck going crazy is a little bit better. Oh my god. It didn't matter. Our opponent just hit card that literally draws infinite cards. Like... the only limiting factor is green mana, and this infinite mana is actually 1 mana, but look how many cards they will start drawing. The good side, on the other side, is that every turn we can kinda get them to 0 cards, so they need to restart the cycle. Maybe at some point we'll timed explosion, so Ketramos is already activated, and it will be so hard to kill this. We still can double Virtue. I think we have 2 in the deck, but it's probably too slow. Like, we won't get them. Ooze is such a problem, man. You can see all of this with a single card from the top. Like, this deck doesn't need cards to play the whole turn. It just creates cards out of thin air. Of course, we take the damage. Not much you can do about it. Yeah, I think this is where we started losing. But, man, guys, like, I really think we did a lot. But it's still not fully over. We can double attack. The problem is that they have infinite cards, infinite life gain, and infinite creatures and infinite cards. That's a pretty good strategy all around. So I think we have to go double Kefka, get rid of all of their cards and try to hit ill-timed explosion, sweep the whole board, and then start from there. Not sure how we do it, which means that we need to draw the most cards we can. Creature. I'm not sure what they will discard. Usually they don't get... Oh, that was a mess. Okay, enchantment. They definitely won't play enchantment here. Alright, Odin. Is Odin a chance? So you can see, we every turn get them to 0 cards, and every turn they just draw 7 more. You know, just a little bit crazy. And not much we can do about it. I think we have to shoot the sheriff. Of course they will pump it. So maybe we keep one Kefka at least. And we get rid of their, you know, exile engine. I think that might be the play. They don't have green mana anymore. So this should be shoot the sheriff. Listen, we solve at least one of the problems. We have a lot of problems right now. But we keep the Kefka. We can play the land. We can play Odin on this turn, which would solve the Overlord. You know what? Bro, this gets doubled. There is a chance. There is legit a chance. We kill this. Please, Odins, save me. The Xanten Tsuken can actually win this game. Guys, if we draw right and they draw wrong, and this definitely qualifies as drawing wrong, there is actually a chance. Bro, one siege and we win the game on the next turn, because we give trample to everything, and that's it. We take the damage. Bro, I cannot imagine Odin saving our skin. It's still not over, guys. We will go with Odin here. Well, when we deal combat damage with Odin, we win the game, so I'm not sure if we need more on this turn. So you know what? After consideration, let's go for Kefka. I think that losing the game should be good enough incentive. So what we need to do right now, guys? I cannot, because I think it's a token, right? I cannot turn token. Legendary token creature, avatar wizard. I actually don't know the ruling on this. I never had this interaction so far. But still, I think we can... Guys, I know. Wait. No, Mayhem. We need to hit the card still. How do we get to the missing card? How do we get to the missing card? We can draw more cards with Kefka. This is the original. I'm going for it. Oh, they cannot discard. We can just go with a land. It has Mayhem, by the way. Emet. Oh boy, I guess we don't get the play, right? We need to win this, guys. We need to win this. If I play this, I'm going to 6. Not sure if it's worth it. Okay, first we swing. This was so close to glory. There is still a chance. We can draw instant removal here. I think it's Emet. We are so close, man. Man, this would work. No. Yes, because we would discard a 2-drop, like Goben. Kill this, and double Odin would survive. Man, we're one card from this play. Oh, man. Man, by the way, this is freaking magic. This is how magic should be. Oh, man, I'm so sad we had the lethal. One card from lethal, man. But at least we are doing more cards. What do we go for? Absolutely Emet. We can still do stuff, guys, but we are very close to that. And they have so much stuff here. What do we discard? One Kefka. We can also try to flip it. Is it worth extra mana for 2 life? Well, no, because this is then lethal. Let's not play it, maybe. Oh man, they whiffed. They whiffed twice, but we couldn't punish them because they didn't whiff. Like, we didn't draw the right one. We can double block if we want. Save some life. What do you do? We can play cards from the graveyard. I need to think a lot, because maybe there is a chance. We can draw tons of cards. We cannot stop Ketramos, that's the problem. This is a 6/6 with Vigilance, kinda good. And we are losing this, right? What? Guys, I have to admit to something. I think I never had Odin go to chapter 3 in my life. Well, this will be a first time. Yes, I will transform and just spend my life here. Oh, I don't want those. No, thank you, bro. Odin killed the wrong guy. Odin, please. So I needed to block. I wasn't aware what chapter 3 does. Man, we could actually play everything from the graveyard. I didn't know it hits my life total. I never read the card fully. I only read to chapter 2. But guys, even though we lost, I think this was absolutely epic game. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. This was true magic. I'm sorry I went into this. I really regret it, but I hope it was still fun. Alright guys, we're going first. This is nice. Oh, I think we should be we should be fine. I'm sorry, ill-timed explosion. We already have you. Our opponent is helloing. You know, we need to go through the check. Alright. Blue is always hello. We need black mana on this turn. Even though we don't have the target, there is a chance that we will have the target and we don't want to miss the turn then. Some counter spell action, huh? What about the Siege? I think it's a counter spell deck. Nobody likes counter spell decks. Like, why would you just counter everything? You can tell this is probably a viewer. Oh, this is definitely a viewer. Oh man. Alright. I think we are in a rough spot. This is a perfect card for this turn. But we are doing it on the next turn. I will still take it because this is something that needs to be interacted with. So it will at least trade 1 for 1. But I'll be honest, our opponent is in extremely good spot. I think they're on their way to win this game. No problem, bro. Yeah, I think this is a viewer. So they will just spam Cornucopias, knowing that they can counter the next spell with Exhale. I would expect that they have Aether Remover or Exhale, which means that whatever we play will probably get count. Oh, no counter spell. Alright, guys. Guys, this is our opening. We need a land. Next turn we can double something. We can only get one. We need both land and Kefka. I mean, it's a land. Well, like, we know it's a land because we won't be able to, you know, play Kefka anyway. So this will be a bit of a problem. There is a chance our opponent has 3 steps ahead. Glarp. When we played deck like this one time, I remember I died with this Glarp to Slickshot on turn 15. They played 3 Slickshots on the same turn and hit me for 25, and I was ranting. I remember that was a great day. So, you know. Alright, I think we go for... Wait. What is the wording? When you next cast a creature spell. Okay, so we can cast a different spell first. If they tap our mana, it actually is devastating, but I hope they cannot or they don't see the play. Okay, now double Emmet. This will help us a little bit. Okay, they can counter one of them. Like, that's the cool part about this. Life gain doesn't matter. We'll try to get them out of cards, but it will be very hard. And I have to say, I love our opponent's deck. You know what? Like, I will just go on this. This is what Magic's supposed to be. Just look at this. We can all make plays. We have time. Like, this is exactly the cool stuff. This is really nice, but can we have time to play this, man? We have a token only. I don't think... If that was a non-token, if that was the original version, I think I would take it, because potentially we can play it on the next turn and already get some new creatures. But that's a token, which means we need to resolve Kefka, it needs to survive, then it needs to attack, then we need to hit a land and spend so much mana. I don't think that's just, you know, the best way. Alright, they know that we can block the familiar. I think we take this damage. In all honesty, I think this is a good spot. Like, we're taking some damage, but this is not a 4-drop, even though it looks like a 4-drop. They need to spend the whole turn, basically 5 mana, just to get, let's go for this, just to get a 4 damage hit. And it puts them behind on the rest of the stuff. Man, Kefka is so good here. We could Virtue, of course, but that gives them very good... I think we go for Kefka, honestly. Even though we miss damage, we actually don't care about damage, we care about the effect of Emmet. We cannot really... I think we cannot flip it, because it's a token, right? This is a good card. Man, we can play it on this turn too? This is perfect, and next turn double Kef... Guys, we are picking in Magic here. This is just absolute pick. All of this thanks to drawing this one card, by the way. We open with this, in case they have Exhale without the dragon. They really seem to be passionate about countering our big spells, so we need to make sure that it's harder. We don't need Lance. This is kind of fine. I think we take it. And also we get Virtue for later, potentially. Guys, this was a really good turn for us. And all of the... Look at this. All of this because this chapter 2 that made another Emet, and this is more than they can handle. They usually can answer one spell, but very often 2 spells is a little bit too much. And I mean, you know, the rest is history. The live game is kinda massive, but don't forget we have Siege, we have Odin, so maybe it won't matter. We didn't discard Odin. Well, that was about it. However, our opponent is in full top deck mode. They can activate the cottage, that's why the hesitation there. And this is a little bit weird because our opponent has no cards. But I think we still go for it, man. Double Kefka is just absolutely too glorious. So we probably won't get too much card advantage here, but we also make sure that potentially we can flip Kefka in a few turns. Oh, Siege. Oh man, this... Yeah, we still won, but man, Siege one turn earlier would just be super perfect. Well guys, I'll tell you from the bottom of my heart, this is real magic. This is exactly the type of deck I absolutely love. It has tons of cool synergies, huge legendary creatures that can be doubled, huge, you know, discard cards, draw cards. It has like so many cool things, and Siege of course is absolutely amazing, giving you both haste and trample, and it works wonders with both Kefka and Odin. Of course you still need to wait for chapter 2 for this instant kill, but you know, hitting for 5 on the same turn it removes a blocker is already tons of damage, especially if you add the rest of the cards. And each of our creatures has some kind of effect when it attacks, you know, usually drawing and discarding cards, and this Kefka of course even discarding from your opponent, so we take the maximum value from this. And don't forget you still have Jeskai, you can just draw cards by hitting face, so then you cycle and draw a card. We have one shore up to get this one final play on Odin or something, and yeah, we didn't really see the Apprentice Folly, but of course it's for copying probably Emet because it's on curve, but sometimes you can hit Kefka or Odin. We have tons of solid targets for this one, and yeah, like this was really fun for me, man. This deck kind of reminded me of like a slower era of Magic where you could just, you know, have fun, play all the cool stuff, and I really love this deck. It's one of the coolest ones we have showcased, I think. However, not very competitive, but if you are playing against non-meta decks, this should be pretty solid, you know. It has a lot of good synergies. It just doesn't win on turn 4, which seems to be the requirement for most meta decks. So I hope you enjoyed, guys. Thank you to all the patrons for supporting the channel. You guys are absolutely awesome for it. And yeah, I hope you had a blast. And guys, one more time, I'm really sorry about this Odin kill. I really regret it because if we took the hit from Ketramos, we lost creature, we drew tons of cards, we had Emet flipping. I actually didn't really realize that this will flip on the next turn. And I think we could keep spamming 2 creatures a turn just to hold Ketramos at bay and maybe even win this game. So that was supposed to happen, but I think the game was so epic. Sometimes you lose the game and it was still great, and this is what, you know, we should have more. So I hope it was fun. Thank you for watching and see you guys tomorrow.